What's going on, guys? I am Jada Black. Salute to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about ESPN's Katie Nolan. Okay, she just left ESPN after her show got canceled, and I'm seeing all of blue check mark Twitter. They're pissed off about this. They're upset, even though she left the network on her own free will. And I have a theory as to why she's leaving. Another theory outside of her show being canceled. You got blue checkmark Twitter pretending like she was this super talented woman. Now, I will say this though. She does have a voice for radio. I wouldn't necessarily say she's must-see TV. Some people are better off in certain lanes. I think Katie Nolan may fit well as the energetic female personality on the radio. I think that could work for her, even though people don't really listen to traditional radio, but podcasts maybe. Who knows? But they canceled her show because she just isn't very good on TV. All blue check mark Twitter who are mad because she got let go. She didn't get let go. She left on her own. Again, I have a theory. I'll talk about that later. Her show got canceled because no one was really watching it. No one really cared. I mean, people only care when you see these never Trump, woke personalities end up leaving ESPN on their own free will or fired. It's because no one cares about what they're doing. People only care about what they're doing when they say something that, makes them feel good, I guess, because their life sucks and they look to social media to make them feel good about themselves. So let's get into this article. And then she actually explained herself on Twitter. We're going to get to her Twitter goodbye in a second because they all go to Twitter. Katie Nolan made her divorce from ESPN official Wednesday. She says, I've thought about sending this tweet for weeks, and I'll still have no clue how to make it not make you all roll your eyes, Nolan wrote on Twitter. Alas, the obvious thing has happened. I no longer work at ESPN. I'm really grateful for my time here. I made incredible friendships and valuable mistakes. Nolan's move from Fox Sports to ESPN was celebrated in media circles despite a contract that paid her more than $1 million per year. However, she was never featured on ESPN the way either side had imagined because no one cared. No one cared. I've seen some of the spots they put her in. They didn't do her any justice, but I think that once she got to ESPN, she just didn't stand out. No spot that they put her in was she ever able to make an impact, to last, to make them want to sign her to a contract. I looked up one of my favorite females on ESPN is Casey Hubbard, right? I honestly didn't know if she still worked there or not, but I think she does. She does basketball coverage and some other stuff, right? She's there because people like seeing her and they put her in a role. She's not making I don't think she's making $1 million a year, but they put her in a role that fits her and she's fine with that. And maybe Katie Nolan in the spot that they gave her, she was set up to fail, even though they thought they were setting her up to succeed. It says Nolan hosted a podcast titled Sports ? And a TV show called Always Late, which ran on ESPN Plus and later on ESPN2. Nolan re-signed with ESPN in 2020, but Always Late was canceled later that year because that show was always bad. No one was watching it. And ESPN is cutting costs. A lot of people are being let go. A lot of shows are being canceled because they fumbled their own bag. Over the last 5 to 6 years, that ESPN has disintegrated as a network. They were one of the most watched TV networks ever in the world. But when they decided to allow the BS to occur on their network and they tried to make blue check mark Twitter happy, that's when everything, and also streaming, it made things go downhill for them. And you putting untalented people on your network. We thank Katie for her contributions to ESPN and wish her luck in the future, ESPN said in a statement. Nolan, who's 34, was still a regular contributor on Highly Questionable, which was canceled this month to make room for Max Kellerman's This Just In. So even a show that they put her on, Highly Questionable, right? She didn't start that show. They put her there, right? Afternoon show. She still couldn't make that show go. And they canceled that. Nothing she did on that network worked. Okay? Just because she fit what woke Twitter wanted does not mean it's going to translate to TV. It just isn't. This year of slowing down has affected me on a cellular level, Nolan wrote. If you listen to the podcast, this isn't news to you. What's next for me is to figure out how, where, when this new me can use the skills the old me acquired to make the stuff I think needs making, and maybe a vacation. I think she should take a vacation. I'm pretty sure she'll find another job. But I think what she's doing wasn't working. And if she goes, full blue check mark, virtue signaler, like she is, she's a virtue signaler. I think if she goes that direction, that's gonna be a loss. Why don't she go to the network that Jamel Hill is at with Dan Le Batard? She would fit right in, right? She would fit right in there with that circus. And honestly, I think that everybody's getting the pink slip there. But I also have a theory of what's going on at ESPN. I have a theory. I made a video about Sage Steele talking about how the network was forcing people to get the jab, and how she got it when she really did not want to have to do it, and she had regrets about it. And they had a September 30th deadline, right? Now, I don't know her situation with the jab. Maybe she's gotten it. Maybe I'm totally going in the wrong direction. But that deadline may have pushed her to leave too. Because I'm sure they could have found something for her to do, maybe at a reduced salary. And she didn't want that, it's egos. And maybe that played a part in it. That's why the network is giving her a goodbye, and she's not trashing the network. No, I'm saying she would trash. What I'm saying is, how people, when they fail, they always blame other people. That happens. And she's not doing that. It's like, well, they've canceled everything I've been on, so I might as well leave. I'm like I said, I'm not 100% sure. I could be totally off. Maybe she's already gotten it. I don't follow her. Maybe y'all could tell me in the comment section. But what's going on in that corporate environment, I think, is making people not want to be there. And that could play a part into it. I'm not 100% sure. Again, I don't follow her on social media. No, I have not looked up her IG. So I don't know what she does day to day, because y'all know they post their lives. But to me, this is ESPN trying to clean house with certain personalities. She might have been a handful to deal with behind the scenes. That happens. Every role they put her in, she has failed. And the fact that you have blue check mark Twitter acting like she's this super talented woman, and at ESPN is just letting a generational on-air talent go, like Maria Taylor. And that's just not the case. ESPN knew what they had, and they said, you know what? We'll do something else. Because I do think they're trying to clean up this woke mindset at their network. And they're getting rid of certain people. And I think that it might be too little too late. People have already tuned out ESPN. ESPN is, First Take is failing. Now that it's become Stephen A. show. So, man, we'll definitely see, man. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and let me know your thoughts.